Hey everybody, welcome to the news break from the Fishing Wire, your source for all the newest, latest, greatest gear that will make you the most knowledgeable angler at the dock tomorrow. And today we've got the story stacked and chewing. We're talking about one of the most anticipated inshore spinning reels of 2026, Daiwa's CERTATE HD. 22 years in the making, and this thing does not disappoint. We've got the expert from Daiwa to break it all down, and we'll tell you about the one spec he barely touched on that might be the most important part of the whole deal. Then TTI-Blakemore has been cooking all winter, and they just dropped 3 new baits that cover some ground. From your favorite crappie pond to Great Lakes tributaries loaded with steelhead. One common thread ties all 3 together, and once you hear it, you'll want all of them in your tackle box. After that, if you're running forward-facing sonar, and let's be honest, who isn't besides me, Beatdown Outdoors just solved a problem that you didn't even know you had. Their new zeroed-in mount puts your Garmin Live Scope cone exactly where it needs to be. 5 minutes to install, game changer. And we're closing out with a legend, Kevin Van Dam. 4 classic wins, Bassmaster Classic wins, 7 Angler of the Year titles, the most decorated bass tournament angler in the history of bass fishing, just dropped the 2nd generation of his KVD Elite Series reel with lures. If his name's on it, you already know it's worth your attention. It's all right here from the Fishing Wire. Let's get after it. Here we go. Okay, up first, Daiwa just dropped what might be one of the most talked about inshore spinning reels of 2026, the CERTATE HD. Now, the original CERTATE has been a benchmark reel for over 2 decades, and this HD heavy-duty version takes that legacy into a whole new category. Full aluminum MQ body, AIRDRIVE design, mag-sealed protection front to back. This is built for anglers who fish hard in the worst conditions saltwater can throw at them. Here's Daiwa's Mark Mills with the full breakdown.
Hello anglers, Mark Mills here at Daiwa. Want to talk about a new 2026 reel. This is the CERTATE HD inshore spinning reel. Let's talk about what makes this reel special. What it actually has is it has an aluminum MQ or monocoque body, keeping everything in precise alignment. It also features our AIRDRIVE design, an aluminum rotor, which our standard CERTATE has a Zion rotor, so this reel is what makes it HD, one of the reasons it makes it HD. Also, if you dig into this reel, it has our mag-sealed mag shaft and mag-sealed line roller, allowing no contaminants to get into any of either the bearing area or down into the gear set. It also has our ATD tough carbon drag. Now, for castability, it has our LC ABS spool, long casting, and very tangle-free spool, giving you that ultimate long cast, especially if you are fishing inshore. Okay, some of the other features in the CERTATE HD is a tough digi gear, which allows the gear to be tough, strong, and very durable. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about the sizes that the CERTATE HD comes in. It comes in a 3000, 4000, and 5000 size. Both the 3 and 4000 have a medium depth spool with a T-shaped soft touch handle knobs. Okay, the 5000 size comes with a deep spool and an EVA power knob, great for power and torque when fishing saltwater. All these great features are packed into the new CERTATE HD inshore spinning reels from Daiwa.
What Mark didn't spend a lot of time on there, and what might be the sleeper spec in this whole package, is the ATD Tough Carbon Drag System. Now, ATD stands for Advanced Tournament Drag, and that name isn't marketing fluff. It uses high-density carbon washers loaded with heat-resistant grease, specifically designed to eliminate that sticky, jerky startup you feel in a lot of heavy-duty drags when a big fish makes its first run. The result is smooth, consistent pressure from the moment the fish moves. In a reel built for bull reds, big snook, and juvenile tarpon, that kind of drag reliability isn't a luxury. It's the difference between a great story and a bitter heartbreak. The CERTATE HD is available now at your favorite Daiwa dealer. TTI-Blakemore has been busy over the winter, and they just rolled out 3 new baits that cover a lot of water. From your local crappie pond to Great Lakes tributaries running with steelhead. Different targets, different techniques, but one common thread. These are all built around the idea that movement triggers fish, and more movement triggers more fish. Start with the Bang Shad Buffet rig. This one is exactly what it sounds like. 2 Roadrunner 2.0 heads and a Bang Shad body on a single rig, ready to fish right out of the package. The top head runs 1/16 ounce and the bottom 1/8, giving you two different fall rates working simultaneously. The Bang Shad body is scent infused and it's 3 3/4 inches long, slow retrieve, light line, and you're dialed in for crappie, panfish, walleye, and bass. Next up, the Vibe Runner, and the name tells you everything. A twisted curly tail that generates sound and vibration on the retrieve, mounted on a Roadrunner 2.0 head with prism eyes, a barbed shank, and a silver hammered willow leaf blade. The solid profile body mimics baitfish, and when everything's moving together, the tail, the blade, the body, it's a lot of stimulus for bass, walleye, and panfish to process, and it'll only set you back $3.75. And for the anglers chasing bigger water and bigger fish, the Salmon Steelhead Runner. Oh, I love this. This one's loaded up. 3D eyes, holographic finish, high carbon, sticky sharp hooks, and look at all that, triple the marabou you'd normally see on a jig this size. That marabou breathes in the current, giving you completely natural presentation, even in swift water. Cast it or troll it, available in 3 sizes and just $6.81. 3 baits, 3 situations, all from TTI-Blakemore, all in tackle shops now. All right, if you follow forward-facing sonar at all, you know how much a clean, accurate image matters when fish are on the screen. Beat Down Outdoors out of Sedalia, Missouri, has built a reputation for making no-nonsense gear that just works. And their new zeroed-in mount for the Garmin LiveScope 34 is exactly that kind of product. Here's Blake walking through it.
We're going to go through how simple it is to install your new zeroed-in transducer mount from Beat Down Outdoors. So when you get your mount, everything will come in the box. You'll have 2 options of rubber spacers that we put around your trolling motor shaft. So pick the one that works with your diameter. This one I'm going to use a smaller one because it's a larger diameter Garmin trolling motor shaft. So just wrap that around there and put your transducer in. You can see in the instructions, keep it a little bit away from your motor head so that way you don't have interference when you're going through this, but the rubber does help with some of the interference too when you're installing this. Snug it up, put in your 4 bolts for your back plate. All right, so once you get that all tightened up, now you can go ahead and install your LVS 34 transducer. So this is where the features of zeroed in really start to shine. So as you can see down here close, we've got 360-degree rotation on this. So you can get that transducer in forward-facing mode, placed just like you like it. Say you want it on a little bit, arm a little forward as you're running, and then move your transducer down to a spot. If you want to switch between forward and down mode, super easy. You can, same thing, adjusted by 5-degree increments as much as you want. Get it to that exact perfect spot. So whether you're a bass fisherman or crappie fisherman, wanting to see your lure splash the top of the water, or you're wanting to run deep, you've got all the options with this one. Full adjustability. And then some more features of it is you can quickly change from down, forward to perspective mode by just simply pulling the transducer arm out, unlocking it, rotating it to your position you want, locking it back down, and now you're in perspective mode. So fully adjustable, fully everything, all the features all in one. So people who are doing a lot of different stuff, from catching bait fish to crappie to bass to you name what species you're after, this transducer mount has it all.
All right, 5 minutes to install, toolless mode switching, and a cone that's actually aligned with where you're fishing. For anybody running LiveScope 34, that's a meaningful upgrade. These guys at Beatdown have done it again. And finally, there's this. We started with a reel, we're going to end with a reel, but a really different kind of reel, special one. In professional bass fishing, there are legends, and then there's Kevin Van Dam. 4 Bassmaster Classic titles, 7 Angler of the Year awards, more wins on the Bassmaster Elite Series than anybody in history. KVD's resume is unlike anything the sport has ever seen. He's been with Lew's now for well over a decade, and the new KVD Elite Series reel they just dropped is the 2nd generation of that partnership. Tony Merle from Lew's has the full breakdown.
All right, everybody, this is our new KVD Elite bait cast reel. Our entire lineup of KVD Elite product was designed by none other than Kevin Van Dam himself, the most decorated tournament angler ever to exist in tournament bass fishing. So KVD Elite, this is our generation 2 of the KVD product. So let me tell you about this bait cast reel. It's built around our 34 millimeter aluminum frame, and aluminum frame is very important because it is extremely durable and will not flex. No flex means it's not going to torque in your hand when you're fighting big fish. It's going to keep those gears in perfect alignment, so they're going to stay smooth throughout the life of the reel. Now, we've also incorporated our Paramag RX braking system into the KVD Elite baitcast reels. Now, Paramag RX systems is a very powerful braking system. It's fully magnetic, has even distribution of those magnets around the spool, but there's actually no contact or friction with the spool, so it's going to stay very quiet. It's a great braking system to eliminate those backlashes. The 7-bearing system, we've got the speed keeper on here for easy storage of baits when you're not in use. It's got a recessed brake dial on the side plate here, and that 34 millimeter spool is going to hold 120 yards of 12-pound fluorocarbon or 50-pound braid. It's a new KVD Elite bait cast reel, a lot of really nice upgrades. Go check it out.
What stands out here is the no flex aluminum frame that goes beyond durability straight to a smoothness story. When the frame of a reel flexes, the gears drift out of alignment over time and you feel it. Building that out of the equation from the start is exactly the kind of detail you'd expect KVD to demand. The full KVD Elite lineup, casting reel, spinning reel, and rods is available now at your favorite fishing tackle retailer. And that's a wrap for now on the news break. For more on everything you saw today and all the latest from the fishing and marine industry, head on over to thefishingwire.com and sign up for our daily newsletter. I tell y'all this every time. It's free, it lands in your inbox every morning, and it's the one place the fishing industry goes to stay informed. We'll see you next time, because at The Fishing Wire, we bring you the latest news from the fishing business every day of the week.